You can shave it, and you can save it. You can tickle it, and you can tease it. It sits there all over your body. Sometimes you have none at all. Sometimes you want none and have some. Sometimes you have some and you want none. We touch it all the time. We love it when others touch it. And it's all over the place as an expression of ourselves that isn't even alive. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about hair.
So I'm Dan.
And I'm Nick, folks.
We're old friends dissecting one topic at a time. People, technology, media, we've got it all covered.
Each discussion here is a deep dive into our unique perspective. The taboo, forbidden subjects, they're all on the chopping block, baby. We don't pander to popular opinion. We might even get a little bit dirty.
Warning, this podcast may contain mature language and sexual content and is for infotainment purposes only.
So join us. Have a good time.
Open up your ear holes, because we're going to fondle your follicles.
Harmonized.
Alrighty.
Hey, folks.
Another installment of Dan.
And I'm Nick.
Yeah. We're the Unpanderers, and he's got a stash. Mm-hmm. As a homage to this episode?
March mustache.
March mustache madness.
Yeah, we're doing it to promote awareness.
Of men?
Mustaches.
Okay.
No, just mustaches. More.
Okay.
Me and a couple of the guys from work. So.
Oh, you got a crew now.
I got a crew. I know some guys.
Yeah.
We do stuff at work. We're creepy. Love it. So, hair.
Brings us to hair.
You get it done. If you're a girl, you get it did. Episode over. We just did it. We done did hair. It's over.
How does that Lizzo song go? Take your hair? No.
I do my hair up.
Check my nails.
Do my toes. Yeah, check my nails. Hair. I love that song, by the way.
Yeah.
I do.
I check my
I do my hair up. Yeah. So, doing your hair is pretty important. Yeah. As you can see, I'm kind of a stickler about my hair.
I throw it up and it stays up. Whatever it be, it be.
Yeah, like you could say that about my hair. I don't know when the last time I washed it is. I don't know if I use product or not some days.
That you're actually not supposed to wash it every day.
Really? Then my hair is going to be awesome. Actually, I've heard that. You're not supposed to overdo it because you strip it of its oils.
Yeah, natural environment. Why is that? Why do we frown upon people that have oily hair?
I don't know. As someone who had oily hair, when I grew my hair out, I demand answers. I demand brand.
And you realized everyone was looking down upon you because of your oily hair?
Well, and because I would crouch really low.
And you're unkept. And you go...
Yeah. That's why they were looking down on me, but yeah.
Yeah.
What is hair?
Is it keratin?
Start with
follicle?
It's a follicle, but I don't know what it is.
I think it's made of keratin.
What the hell's keratin? Isn't that a plant thing? No, that's something else. Oh, a protein filament that grows from follicles found in the dermis. Huh, duh. What is it? Hair is the one defining characteristic of mammals. The human body, apart from the areas of glabrous skin, is covered in follicles which produce thick terminal and fine vellus hair. Most common interest hair is focused on growth, hair types, and hair care. Also is important to biomaterial, primarily composed of protein, notably alpha keratin.
Boom.
Got it.
Knowledge.
So hair, it's like, I don't know, it's dead, right?
Yeah.
Is it a lot? Sort of dead?
Part of your body that
is excreted out.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of creepy.
It's
Kind of
an
weird.
excretion that stays with you.
Yeah, it just hangs around to keep you warm?
I don't know. I've heard differing opinions on whether it actually keeps you warm. Like the Vikings had the thick, furry arm hair to like seal in the warmth, but it doesn't. I don't think it really does that.
Yeah, baby. You see that?
You're not even a Viking, and that's ridiculous.
I know. It is pretty wild, especially because it stops from like my elbow to my forearm. It has a name. And it always grows in a certain way. Body hair. What was it called? But yeah, your hair, like the one on your head, is also different than your body hair.
Yeah,
like they're different kinds of hair. Yeah. I like touching hair. I like when other people touch my hair. What's the longest you ever had hair?
Probably to my shoulders.
Okay. Was it longer than mine? About as long as mine?
I never compared length to you.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid I might be larger. I mean longer.
We could have done an episode together.
Yeah.
Live.
Could have. Now,
coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Sadly, we're aging and our hair is starting to fade. Our glory days have surrendered.
What is your hair doing? Yours moving backwards a little bit?
I've always had this like V.
Yeah, I mean, has it changed? I have no idea.
Maybe slightly, but I think that's in my head.
A little bit. Okay.
I don't know that it's... So, my hairdresser friend, she says that the hair like physically changes. Like when you start to lose your hair, like it feels different. I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think it feels different. I think it still feels pretty good.
Looks pretty manageable, fluffy, light, airy.
Yeah.
Playful. Yeah.
Could still pass for my 20s.
Mm-hmm. You can see it. I could see it. Did you have different hairstyles? Just out of curiosity. Did you have straight up bowl cut? Were you a bowl cut?
I had bowl cut for a while when I was real little. I had...
okay. I thought you looked bowl cutty.
The spiky one. I didn't have the frosted. No frosted tips here.
Ah, you missed out.
Yeah, I didn't want that. I had a serious part, and then I had like this part, like this.
A half part?
Shit part.
Whoa, language.
I think
That's
I prefer...
crazy.
How do you have a way you do your hair with like the gels or anything? You just kind of oil it?
Wait till it's
naturally?
mostly dry. No, I do have a little bit of paste.
You keep your own oil in a jar.
And then I just do this. I point it together. And I go like this. And then I find any loose ones. I move them around for a couple seconds, and I'm usually good.
I like
and then I say,
method.
let God take over the rest. Because it's going to not look perfect. Of course not. Not supposed to.
Yeah.
Just let it do its thing.
In high school, I had mousse, and like it would like stiffen, and then it would like break apart, and then my hair would be like just everywhere. Now I actually take mousse and then hairspray, rub that together,
double up.
Boom, throw it back. I don't have to worry about it.
Well, because otherwise it would come into your face and like go down here,
getting in your eyes, which brings us to the purpose of hair. One of them for your eyebrows, getting the sweat out of your eyes.
Oh, is that what that's for? Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem to work all the time, but I guess it more often than not. I guess sweat drips down that way.
If you were hunting boars, you'd probably notice it much more often.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially if you're carrying a spear, it makes you sweat. Those spears are heavy.
Especially a two-hand, because then you don't got. If you're doing a two-hander, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We need a third person that just makes animal noises.
Yeah, the whole time. So, do you think hairdresser was like an ancient job?
How do you think they cut hair? Do you think they just let it go? Cavemen?
Knives? I don't know. I think they were knives.
Do you think they invented knives to cut hair?
Shaving? I don't know. That one's a little scarier, but like the hair cutting, because it's away from your body, yeah, I could see some cuttage going on even way back in the day. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's like Samson? Like his hair... I mean, back in the biblical times, they sheared his hair off and he lost his strength.
So they knew how to cut hair back then.
Yeah.
On them big, strong bitches. Samson, R.I.P. He was do you think he was the original, what's his name, Fabio? He was beautiful and like had long
glowing hair. Until a bird hit him in the face. And
yeah, poor Fabio, man. What are the chances you're going to get hit by a bird on a roller coaster?
I wonder if he had his face insured and then he was paid out. What if they set up that bird to fly and hit his face? It was a trained bird. Homing face bird.
That's probably a business you can get into if you could prove 100% that it would work.
Yeah. You can get paid out because your face is beautiful and you have an insurance policy on it.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah. Training it's got to be a bitch though.
Yeah, that's a good point. Trial and error. Just the same ugly person over and over. Teach you how to identify new people, I guess. Birds can identify people, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about by their hair. Maybe not. I don't know.
So hair on top of your head? Their function?
Yeah, that's what we're kind of talking about. I actually don't know. Hair on top of your head. It's awesome. It's weird that it's all hereditary too. Like redheads beget redheads, and like, and it's weird that I feel like 2 generations before us, that was their porn. Like they were like, yeah, really love me some brunette on brunette or something. Or like, yeah, get me a blonde, giving it to a blonde. And it's like, that was how you described porn, I feel like, way back in the day, by their hairstyle. Oh, redheads going wild? Yes. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you agree?
What is this? So the color of the hair is determined by the melanin, which I knew.
So your locale, up
and
close
pheomelanin.
Ooh.
Apparently different types of color and lightness and brightness leads to the different types of hair color.
What's gray hair then, I wonder?
Age.
For the record, too. But what is the pigment stops?
Lack
I have
of hair
gray,
color.
right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably white, right? Yeah, it's probably white.
I think you're balding in that one spot.
No, because it's just white. It's been there forever. I don't think I'm going to go bald for a long time, so I'm knocking on wood on that.
The craziest part is, like, how do you evolve to have hair where you do? Like, if you took a very hairless version of yourself generations ago, how does that person develop?
Science.
Yeah.
Where does I guess it's for attraction of a mate. Well, think of it. If we descended from gorillas and monkeys and stuff like that, like, there was a need for hair over the whole body. So it's not that hair developed here, it's just hair stopped developing in other places, right?
This is my take on it. Like, if we really did descend from monkeys, then they needed warmth up until they figured out how to use tools and clothe themselves. And then you no longer need hair, like, where your clothes are. And then on your face, your eyebrows are first wet. I think the hair that's in your nose and your ears is to prevent things from getting in there. Yeah, like the dust, breathing in allergens, and maybe influenza, a coronavirus or two.
It's the beard.
I mean, the beard is probably like sweat, like when you're hunting something.
Why don't women? No, because women weren't hunters. Is that what you're saying?
Why do women not? Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess. I mean, that would make sense. I'm not arguing with it.
Boom, science right here.
Doing that show you were talking about.
And then hair on the top of your head is probably preventing cancer, because if you constantly had sun beating on your top of your head.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, like, I wonder if some of it is, like, because of the sun hitting your head, that there's, like, radiation and your genes are changing, and then, like, boom, it's, like, random.
That already changed, and that's where mutation already happened. It would make sense. I wouldn't be against that. The other question is, I guess then it does play into sexual attraction and like peacocking and getting a mate and all that, right? After the fact.
Because the amount of hair you have should be equivalent to your testosterone, the speed of your hair growth.
Your health. Yeah, overall, if you want to say it.
Vitality.
Or your uniqueness or rareness. Oh, a rare bird in these parts, my child. That's my 12-year-old daughter. Ah, yes, indeed. Yeah, back in the day. That's how child molesters were. Back in the day.
That's how you unite kingdoms, right?
I guess. Oof.
That's how you gain thrones.
Game Thrones.
Yeah, Game Thrones.
How you Game Thrones, baby. That's wild. And it's weird that, so my girlfriend does hair for a living.
Oh, yeah?
That's what she does. She does it at work. She does it at home. She does it on the side. It's her hustle. This is what they do if they do it for a living. They start branching out. Oh, I'll start doing your mom's hair. I'll start doing your sister's hair. I'll start doing your aunt's hair. Oh, your cousin? Yeah, she comes in once every 3 months. And it's crazy because with women, it's not as... It's probably with men, too. You get so comfortable with the person who does your hair that you go back to them again and again. That's a weird phenomenon, isn't it?
Yeah, for about 3 years, I've had the same person up until recently, and then I just, like...
Ooh, you made a big change?
Clips it. Yeah.
Wow, you sports clips it?
I just don't care anymore. And I
value-oriented.
That steam cloth, the little massage tool, whatever the hell that is. It's so weird because it's like, I'm not allowed to touch you, but I'm going to massage you with this weird-looking vibrator.
It's weird too because they do touch you. Like a hairdresser usually kind of is
They have
fairly.
to touch you all the time. So why do they have that stupid tool to be like, brum, 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 keep my hands off you? Brum, brum,
I
brum,
don't know.
brum, that's
I think
vibration.
that's a gimmick. But in general, your hairdresser touches you like a lot. They physically touch you in spots
Well,
where
your
most people
hairdresser
kind of don't
must.
touch you.
Maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
Well, do you see how often I have a haircut? Like, this is like the old joke with like the roofer has a leaky roof at home, or like the plumber never fixes his pipes at home, and it's like I always look at her and I'm like, due for a haircut, and she's like, I just did hair for 4 hours, and then 3 more hours after lunch. I'm not doing hair again, and I'm like, okay, back off, that's fine. And the next day you ask it again, she's like, I did 8 hours straight of hair. I'm not doing no goddamn hair, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then like a week goes by and I'm like, do you want me to just go to like hair cuttery? And she's like, you can't go to hair cuttery. I do hair for a living. And it's like, so do you want to do hair? And she's like, no, I just did hair all day. And I'm like, it's a weird, where am I?
Strange balance.
I'm not going to ask.
This is Twilight Zone of balance right there.
I'm not going to ask for a haircut. In fact, that's when I grew my hair out. I went a whole year without a haircut from her.
Wow.
Even though that was her profession. I was just like,
defiance right there.
It's a little bit of defiance plus it's kind of cool to grow your hair out.
Yeah. Does she cut hair in the house?
Yeah. She just did today.
Does that get hair everywhere?
We have wood floors. Usually kind of just sweep it up.
Yeah. My previous hairdresser, she would always make us take our shoes off, and then like the hair would get everywhere anyway. And like she had tile and wood floors and stuff, but still, like she was grossed out because she would find it everywhere in her house. Is that the case with your house?
To a degree, you can find hair at random spots all over the place. It doesn't bother me because I'm a gross individual and I have a really low threshold for what's hygienic and what's not to me. Like I would brush hair off food and just keep eating it.
And it probably would cover up for murders too. They'd be like, we found 37 people's DNA
in your kitchen.
Luckily, we can't figure out how they're all connected.
Yeah. We can't figure it out, but they have beautiful haircuts. Yeah.
Wow.
The other cool thing is that no one thinks of is like hair's like weirdly dangerous. I feel like because she had eczema of her hands, my girlfriend, and like the hair. Oh, dude, the hair would like puncture your skin and like just go at you. It's like getting a splinter.
That's dog hair, man. Think of it.
No, it's people hair.
No, but like,
as you cut it,
if you had dog hair in your shoe and then like have it like go through your heel, like it gets like stuck in your body. I guess human hair can do the same thing.
Absolutely. It depends on the angle it's cut at, the person's hair, the sharpness. Like a smaller one is actually stronger, you know what I mean? Because it's longer and whatever. So, yeah, dude, you start realizing hair is dangerous. It can be everywhere. You can't get away from it. It ruins your clothes and stuff. Like it gets in under your fingernails, other people's hair. That's weird.
I guess if you have like a wool sweater or something, like you can't get that hair out. Even that's made of hair.
And check this one. It's not like, because I said that you're physically touching your client, whatever they call them. You're also like the biggest secret holder. Like there's a joke in whatchamacallit, Mean Girls, that her hair's so big because it's full of secrets. And like the truth of the matter is, I think my girlfriend knows more about everyone she cuts their hair than anyone else. Because it's always like, oh, how's it going? My husband's an alcoholic. And it's like, oh, that's nice. What were you guys doing? He killed someone. And it's like, you're constantly kind of burdened down by people's like entire lives. And then if you see them in 6 weeks, you better remember most of that. So it's probably not the most fun. Yeah. Like you have to keep being the emotional sponge kind of.
This is exactly how I'll call it Lisa is her name, my previous hairdresser. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She would have people come over, she'd cut their hair, and they would linger. Like they'd be in her house just like sitting on the couch chatting with people, and she's just like, get the fuck out. Like, I don't want you to tell your story, and I don't want to listen to it for the 10th time.
A hairdresser is very like a bartender. I feel like bartender and hairdresser are the two people who get told the most tales of woes and everything. It's like that yeoman's job where we feel comfortable for whatever reason telling them all of this stuff, and you get into a habit of you keep doing it.
Like, see, I would like to talk to Lisa, but a normal hair cutter place, I don't like to make conversation. Like if you don't talk to me,
that's a stranger. You're talking about like
a usual person.
Exactly. If you had a usual person, You'd be telling them, you'd be chatting it up, talking about relationship, sex stuff, sports,
They
going
know
back.
all your briefs.
Well, think about it. If some guys are like super partial to their barber, they won't go to another guy. If Sal's not ready, I don't want no damn haircut. I ain't getting no fucking haircut if Sal's not ready. Okay? You have a nice crisp $10 bill ready to pay.
Hair cutter, barber, growing up. I had the same one for like 18 years.
I had one for like 5 years and another one for like 10 years, but I didn't love them. But I used to get buzz cuts, where it was kind of just like one on the side and the old two on the top.
Easy.
It was stupid looking. Yeah.
Got to make them use the clippers, the actual scissors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Scissors are the key. The buzz is like cheapo.
Do you cut hair?
No, but it's weird. She makes a lot of money doing it, and the way she talks about it, like being able to talk to people and making them feel special about it, even if it's not, or spending extra time pretending the haircut takes longer, or giving them their own ideas back to them and making them feel good. I'd be amazing at being a haircut. I would even do the whole gay thing up. Oh my God, Cheryl, you're in here again? And I'd be like, you know what? I think you look great. And they'd be like, Nick, we love you. And oh my God, they would eat it up and tip me huge. So I probably should have, but not feeling it. I don't know. Never done it.
Never cut another person's hair? Not even your son's?
No. Because my girlfriend's a hairdresser, so I have her do that.
She does that. I cut my son's hair.
Buzz? Did you buzz the sides?
No, I use clippers. So,
Buzz.
Scissors, yeah. It turns out that it's not that hard if you have the right tools.
Sure.
So, like, there's two tools that I did not have before. There's, like, the buzz tool, which is, that's stupid. And scissors, which are, like, every time you cut, it makes it very obvious where you cut. So there's two tools that make it easy. There's one that's like a razor inside of a comb, and like you just like kind of like trim it up with the comb razor thing. And then there's also the one that's like a sawtooth. So that
she uses I think
that one makes it fucking easy. You could fuck up someone's hair completely, which I have. And I look at my son and I go, oh shit, this will never pan out. And then I start using the other tools, and it just kind of like works its way back to where it needs to be. Yeah.
Like, well, it's not an exact science either, which is interesting.
No, you make it unique enough, and
it's in the realm of art.
Done.
The realm of art. Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. You look beautiful. You're 4. You don't know any better.
Oh my lord, this is incredible.
Majestic.
Blanche, this is amazing. Ashley's gonna eat her fucking heart out. She's gonna get another heart attack. Like, can you imagine if I like ramped up the old women against the other old women? Oh my God, I should have been a hairdresser.
Yep.
Would have been so good at it.
On your deathbed, you'll be flashing through the memories that you didn't have of being a hairdresser, wishing you were.
Oh, I can hold so many good secrets. Dude. Cash tips. Oh, jeez. All right, whatever. So, head hair. We just spent a long time on it.
Yeah.
As it is, I think we've even mentioned one time where, as a guy who grew my hair out down to like here-ish, maybe even a little further, I don't know. It was really long and it was greasy because if you didn't shampoo it every day, it got greasy. And if you shampooed it and got it super wet, do you know how long hair takes to dry, guys?
A long time.
So long. I didn't realize that.
Especially
I started blow drying my hair because I was like, this takes too long. And now I'm in the shower or in the mirror just blow drying my long, beautiful hair. Someone would be like, what are you doing? Just get a haircut. And I'd be like, nope.
I don't think maybe I once blow dried it. I don't really recall.
That's it?
I don't.
Yeah, it softens it up. It's so soft. So soft.
It's beautiful. So attractiveness, there are people that are, I guess, made and broken.
Not made.
Yes. By the hair. Like their hair is completely the entire look is their hair. They change completely with their hair color, haircut. Women with bangs. Oh my goodness!
Really?
I love bangs.
I don't like bangs. I hate bangs.
I think bangs change it completely.
Adorable. Oof. No, they frame a face. Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that.
Hard pass. Like bangs?
No, I don't. I really don't. So when I grew my hair out, my nose gets bigger somehow, and my face gets rounder. Yeah, I know. It's incredible. My face gets rounder and fatter, and it's greasy. And anytime I have pimples or blemishes, they look extra shiny. So that's what I look like with long hair.
You're telling me you don't like Jennifer Garner?
Listen, you can tell me the most beautiful person in the world with bangs and show her in her underwear, and I'll say, that is a gorgeous woman. You can show me the ugliest person without bangs, and I will say, wow, Dan, you're absolutely right. The bangs are what.
But she's fully clothed. You'll be like, oh.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Oh, disgusting.
Zoe Deschanel?
Sure, she's fine.
All right.
You're not going to sell me on bangs during our podcast about hair right now.
I'm pretty sure I will.
Zoe Deschanel. I want to see what she looks like in her everyday. Zoe Deutsch? No, Deschanel.
Deutsch.
There she is. I just spelled Zoe wrong. That's why. Yeah. Listen, it's good on certain people. But kind of what you were touching on. Certain people look better with certain looks. Like, I loved having long hair. I would have it all the time, but it made me look like a mongoloid. Or like that might be a un-PC term, but like what's a person who makes meth in a bathtub and like lives in the Midwest and has a big nose?
And has a big... I feel like it's like a Fred.
Yeah, I look like a Fred. So that's why I couldn't do it anymore. I'm going to do it again probably in like 5 years when I have an identity crisis or something. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, but it's kind of thin by that time, and then it'll look weird.
It might not. My dad's still got thick.
Really?
My dad's
thick.
Got thick head of hair. Yeah.
How thick? How thick is it?
Oh, you could probably run them fingers through that hair. I'm telling you right now. You want to try?
You're gonna get caught in there. You won't be able to get it out. You're gonna be caught.
You won't get your fingers caught in there.
So we focused on the face and head, the headal area. What other hair? Eyelashes?
Oh, yeah. I didn't consider eyelashes, actually.
I don't know we have anything about eyelashes in here.
I actually have really long, beautiful eyelashes. Let the record show.
But my eyes are all effed up.
Can you see that, folks?
There. Wow. It's almost like you wear mascara.
That's what some people say. Nope, natural good looks. What can I say? Now, if I did wear mascara, I imagine I'd look incredible. So, again, another lost opportunity, but not going there. What about, let's move down the body, facial hair.
Sure.
You've done goatee, have you?
Yeah, but I don't, wearing it for too long, it gets
weird.
When it gets too long, it captures scents, and then like when I can smell my cheese pizza later, no, I can't.
Okay.
It's got to go after a week or two.
I've seen you with a mustache, but was that just a one-off, or was that a thing?
I don't think that was a thing. I always thought mustaches were kind of a joke.
So you may have had it one day. I swear to God.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, how about like a full beard? I've seen you with a full beard. In fact, did you have one when we met up for the Flyers thing, the outdoor games?
Yeah, that's me being lazy. That's called not doing something, which is my prerogative to not do anything.
That's fair. So you're usually kind of clean-shaven guy. Ugh.
I shave once a week. By the end of the week, it gets pretty long. This is Monday. This is Monday.
Okay, that makes sense.
By fair. Friday, it starts to be kind of annoying.
Extra 5 o'clock shadow, like a little bit.
Yeah. It's when my kids start like noticing and they're like, this is different. And they stick their hands all over it. And they're like, ugh.
Kids.
Ugh.
Yeah, usually I always have this part of my chin covered. I'm not sure why, whether it's a full kind of this or a T or whatever. But anyway, no, not for March.
When your kid came out, did he have hair?
No, he was fairly bald for a while. We were like, oh, there's a picture of him when he's like 6 months old where he's kind of doing this. He looks like mini me because he's like bald and like super pale, and I'm cracking up.
No, one of mine had hair, and you could see it on the ultrasound.
Ultrasound?
Yeah.
You could see hair?
You could see the hair. It was like an inch long. They say like a lot of hair causes acid reflux.
Yeah. I think that's a wives' tale, but it also might not be. It could go either way.
It seemed to be the case, so I don't know.
It's interesting.
Weird. Yeah.
Here's an area you never had to delve into. So I recently lost a lot of weight, got a lot of muscles. I grow hair down to here. I have a neck beard. It's kind of gross, so I always trim here.
Yeah.
Well, when I started going down the beach last year, I would shave here.
Yeah.
Because I wear V-necks.
Deeper and deeper.
Well, Well, as here, now I'd have hair here and here, and it looked like a really weird thing going on. Like I shaved this, so I was like, all right, let me just get
you start making
down to my
shapes.
nips. Yeah, and then I was like, why do I have the shape of a circle here and a circle here?
Did you wax or do you shave?
I just shave.
Did you even start waxing?
No, can you do that? How long does that last? I have no idea. I'm afraid of pain.
I assume I kind of want to get waxed, like full body wax, just to feel like how it feels to swim like a seal. And I'm honestly like I assume it's very painful, from what I've seen from 40-Year-Old Virgin, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, that's our scientific model for
for pain. It might not hurt at all. I don't know, but having it grow back, I feel like that might be annoying because it could be all stubbly and like you might get ingrown hairs, and it just doesn't feel like a good thing.
I feel like I do get ingrown hairs all over the thing.
What don't?
Yeah, you like that?
Have to add a nipple filter just to block that out.
I don't know if you can see. It's like stubbly a little bit.
Yeah, that's
I shaved like 5 or 7 days ago.
Is it itchy? That doesn't.
No, not at all. But once in a while, I'll get like ingrown hair pimple thingies, and I'm like, this is awful. So then, like 2 weeks go by, and it's like a full-on stubble, and I'm like, now I look like a stubble over my damn belly and chest. So I have to do it again, and then it takes a long time, and I'm like, I just spent like half an hour grooming myself.
It's a vicious cycle.
It is, and if you start, it's hard to stop because now like I'm halfway hairy.
Yeah.
It's one thing I was regular all the way hairy, but halfway hairy? Who likes halfway hairy? Oof.
Yeah, that just shows that you tried and gave up. And no one likes the rubber.
No, but I hate keep trying, I'll tell you that. So, this hair we're talking about, body hair or androgenic hair, it's terminal hair, which is the craziest part in my brain. It grows to a certain length and then stops.
So, like, if you cut it, it will regrow to that length and stop.
Yeah.
How does it know?
I mean, it might just be a signifier of weight or, like, length or amount of cells that it's feeding. Like, do you know what I mean? As a unit, it probably has some kind of terminal thing that tells it how long it's supposed to be. Because, I mean, this is like a huge structure on the cellular level. Yeah. So, I imagine it's probably built to be a certain size. Like a building that's built to be a certain size. If you cut it in half, like it's like, hey, we have enough supplies and durable structure and strength, tensile strength to be out here. Let's just keep going to where we feel comfortable.
So the craziest thing is that like your body knows all this stuff. And I saw somebody that had a skin graft because they had been burnt in their mouth. They had a skin graft from like their leg put in their mouth, and they had hair growing in their mouth.
No.
Yeah.
For real?
Yes. Isn't that the most disgusting? Like imagining that in your every bite you take. Oh goodness. It was the roof. It was the roof of his mouth, and it was like an inch long.
I would razor that
like
shit.
Like a shag carpet. Yeah.
Oh. Straight razor.
Could you laser that? I guess you might be able to laser that off.
I don't know if you can get the laser in there.
Do you know how lasering works?
No, I actually don't.
Your hair follicle is actually a little bit darker than the rest of your skin, so when you hit it with a laser, it heats up more. So you're actually like baking that hair follicle.
Also, the whole skin area too. It's not focused on just the hair. The hair just accepts it because it's a darker pigment.
Yeah.
Ah, it's not even focused. Wow.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So then what happens? It just overheats and then dies?
Yeah. Have you ever had your woman do that area with a laser hair removal deal? No?
I trim.
Has your woman had it done, though?
Oh, I don't think so. She waxes, I think.
Oh, okay. Same deal.
Why, you laser hair?
I've never had it done to me, but...
okay.
The counterpart has done it.
Have you ever used Nair?
No. I kind of feel like that would be.
Do you feel like it's a gimmick or it's something that will go horribly wrong and you're poisoning like the cell?
Yeah,
like,
I feel like it's poisoning you. I think I've done it once on my like forearm, and it like does something weird where like it bleeds a little bit and kind of like scabs over.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, it's like it's
a little
not
worrisome.
Normal. Like the chemicals in there cannot be. That goes back to like hair products and the chemicals inside of them. Like, what makes your hair stiff when you use mousse? It's probably like animal bones or something, like gelatin.
Fat? Some kind of animal fat, maybe? It's weird because, hold on, if you use water, it doesn't come off your hand, so it's hydrophobic.
If you use water?
Son of a bitch. So, but if you use soap, it does break it down. So it's, I imagine it's fat-based or something.
What is in mousse to
make your hair hard? Terrible.
Oh. I should say hair gel, because that's better.
Yeah, hair gel. I still think it's fat.
Whole bunch of random crap I can't tell you.
Alright, fine. So, the hairs, the androgenic hairs that grow on your body, during and after puberty, they're called vellus hairs.
Vellus.
It's finer and lighter. Is that how it's pronounced? Excuse me. You pronounce it differently. That's interesting. They're always lighter in color than the rest of your hair, which is interesting. They depend on the density of androgen receptors in the dermal papillae. So, like, it just depends how many of the little receptors. Papillae.
That sounds like a little French boy.
That's papillae. Hey, papillae.
It's playing
like
with the soccer ball.
Call him Papa. Do you know where you can't grow hair? And we mentioned this right before it began, I think. The lips, the backs of your ears, the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, and certain external genital areas. Also the navel and scar tissue.
Lion's mane, right? That was one of my college buddies' fear, was that it would grow up his shaft right to the tip and then just keep growing
proliferate.
Out.
Keep growing.
He'd always be like, do you think this is, it looks like it's going too far. It's keep, and I was like, sir.
Which buddy was this?
This is I'm part Canadian, so I'm Canadan. He was Ameridan.
Oh.
Do you think this is going up my shaft? I'm worried.
I do.
Yeah.
I would be.
Yeah,
call a doctor.
It's going to be a problem.
That's a good way to get someone who's like overly sherry with their genitals or something. Be like, that looks weird. I would call a doctor. Are you serious?
I can't imagine that's normal.
I can't. That looks like doctor material right there. You should
try to get that fixed with surgery.
Because what they want you to say is, no, man, it's cool. It looks good. Wow, it looks healthy. Like, they want that from you because you're the doctor. So now if you say, you need a doctor, that's terrible, they're going to either stop asking you or go to a doctor. And chances are they'll just ask some other friend and hope that they get a yes. Yeah, it looks good. All right, cool. We're good. Dan down the way thinks it looks weird. Nah, man, looks good to me. Looks real fine. That's some grade A.
Yeah.
So, shout out to all the people that have to show it. Anagen phase is how long the hair will last. Telogen phase is how long it will grow physically, or did I do that backwards? So, like, all the hairs on your body actually have how long they will survive. Like, I'll last 12 years before I die.
Is that a dead hair?
It's hair. They're all dead. It's hair that's like been beaten and abused so bad that the casing has finally broken apart, so that all the little stuff on the inside is kind of flopping around. But check this: your hair has a terminus, your body hair has a terminus, and it also has a lifespan. I think I was reading like 10 months is the average span of a hair on your body.
How can you have really long hair then? How can women have it down to their butt cheeks?
Oh, no, I'm talking about the body hair.
Oh, body hair.
For that. I don't know if the head hair has a cutoff point. I imagine it does, because couldn't you be 100 and just it kept growing, but it doesn't.
I think I saw this guy. Longest hair in the world.
Sure, check it out.
Oh, this is the guy with the beard. Yeah, I've seen this guy. Oh, there's women that have it longer than their bodies. Yeah, that's...
Okay. Rapunzel. Common day Rapunzel.
Yeah, let down your hair. And cut that off, because that's got to be disgusting. Like, you got to drag it on the ground. Like, imagine going to the bathroom in, like, a bar and, like, having to drag your hair on the ground.
Ew, that is pretty nasty. In a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yo, that's totally what you would do. You would carry around a wheelbarrow.
With my giant nuts in there, too. That part disgusted you.
Kind of did.
Yeah.
Pubic hair, baby. Thighs and abdomen disputes theories that it developed to signal sexual maturity, protect the skin from chafing during copulation. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
That's what the pubic hair is for?
It was one theory. Agent? Yeah, that's one theory. It's a Velcro
copulation.
Agent.
Yeah, right.
During copulation, sure. It hooks them together. Yeah.
Is that why the bottom of your palms aren't hairy?
Also, it does say that. Also, both sexes having thick pubic hair acts as a partial cushion during intercourse.
Oh, it's a spring. What? You're spring loaded with your pubic hair.
That's wild. That can't be correct. Shorter, lighter, vellus hairs, we all know that. Oh, they get darker and thicker at puberty. How wonderful. Pituitary glands, something, blah, blah, blah. The average age, I don't need to know the average age. Armpits. That's wild. My armpit hair is fairly, tucked into itself. It's a nice little area. Well, a nice little bushy area.
Oh,
look at you.
This has got to break some rules, doesn't it?
Yeah, that one has two. You have two armpit hairs.
I have two patches.
That is wild, dude. I have just one patch. No, you got one, and then it breaks.
It's just the way the coloration goes. It's just the fold. Do you want me to flex? I don't even know if I want to flex.
I do. Oh, damn! I always laugh.
I don't
when
do
you
anything.
Flex
It just like.
I know. That's so good. That's such a good bicep. Give you credit for it.
Yeah.
This is going to turn into the gay podcast any minute now. Man, you're so beautiful.
Check my shaft out.
Love your hair.
Does this look weird?
What's it look like down there? Oh, no, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Wild. So, some of this is based on your pituitary gland, stuff like that.
Yeah, how much testosterone you generate?
It is. Wow. The thermodynamic properties of hair are based on the properties of keratin strands and amino acids. Oh, coiled structure.
Somebody has way too much time.
Yeah, I didn't think this much about. That's crazy. All right. Marcus J. Rantala of the Department of Biology and Environmental Science in Finland said the existence of androgen-dependent hair on men could be explained by sexual attraction, whereby hair on the genitals would trap pheromones and hair on the chin would make the chin appear more massive.
On the chin?
Yeah. So that's why you grow a beard. It makes your chin look bigger and more manly. It's like a trick. It's an optical illusion. Check that out.
But that would be the opposite for pubic hair, so I don't understand.
Well, no, in the pubic hair, it traps pheromones.
Oh, scent.
So you can smell. Wait, your own smell? I guess it's your smell or the other person's smell.
Is that what gets them?
I don't know. That's kind of wild. I don't believe in most of that pheromone stuff. Although, that's something we didn't touch on. How about a woman's hair smell? Do you think they naturally have them, or is it because we have 5 million products?
Products. I think it's products.
I think they have a natural smell that comes out of their hair, though. You know what I mean? Like a natural.
I don't know any woman that doesn't wash her hair, so I can't.
So you can't.
I can't be like, wait a second.
I'm not sure.
Do you use product? No. Can
I smell you without product? Wait, do you think that's what serial killers are doing? Like the dudes who are cutting off women's hair or whatever? Yeah. They're keeping it in a jar and just washing it, and eventually they're like, let's see if it has a smell. This is for science.
This is for science.
Very nice.
Who wrote that paper you were reading earlier? Science. This is science. This is this story of a murderer. This perfume. Yeah. Can I capture your scent? Oh, yeah, I can't? Oh, well, too bad. Too late.
Here's the other one. What about babies? They have a smell from their head. I know that's not hair, but that's like baby sense. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't love a baby.
Yeah. So we touched on...
That's a lot of hair.
But your nails are keratin too.
Wait, and do they grow at the same rate? Oh.
Your toenails and your fingernails do not grow at the same rate.
Really?
Your fingernails grow 4 times faster than your toenails.
4 times?
Yeah.
Why? Because some bullshit government program?
Yeah. I feel like it must be the usage. Like, your toes don't get much wear and tear, but your nails do.
Yeah, you use your hands 4 times as much as your feet. Well, then your toes.
Your toes. How often do you use your toes, really?
Your toes.
I try to use my toes daily.
I can picture you waving to a girl with your toes from across the room with your toes.
Hey.
Hey.
Yep. I could picture that too. I don't know why.
I know why.
But it's another weird evolution thing. Like, how do you have these things that, like, scratch and grab and like cut open plastic packages? Like, how did the big guy know that you needed that to open the plastic package, but not really well, so it just takes forever?
I don't know that he helped design the plastic package with the nails.
That's like the banana. It's like the banana is the perfect fruit, right? Because it comes in a package, and when you open it, you don't have any issues. You can just eat it, and then you can throw the package away. It was a godly banana.
It kind of is the perfect food for someone with hands.
Yeah. People profess that was because God designed it that way.
Interesting. I believe.
Yeah, except it was evolved and man made it that way, actually.
While we're talking about man, let's focus on men for a second. Like men, we look good, we do our hair up sometimes, but women be shopping. That's a section of the show you all know we do every week. It's called Women Be Shopping. You got dead follicles coming out your hair. You got dead skin cells turning into like whatever fingernails are, right?
Yeah.
How much my girl gonna spend on dead hair and dead fingernails in one weekend? $120.
Oh man!
I made that number up. I'm literally just. I don't know. I made that up. It's not even a segment we do, but like it's funny when you think about it. We do spend a lot of money on dead crap, right?
I don't understand how women have nails that are like inch long. Like, how does that not drive you nuts?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to use things. I'd be like this.
I'd be like scratching things.
I wouldn't know how to do text on my phone. It changes the whole game. But it's the fake nail, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not a real nail. It's something that presses on and glues to their fingernails, right?
I think so. I don't know how many women would actually grow out their fingernails that long.
So it's something called acrylic or something? And then it gets painted a color after the fact, or it's pressed on after it's colored. I've never seen the process happen. I just know it costs like $80.
We need to experience this ourselves so that we understand the process, so that we can redo this podcast.
Not what I would be willing to do. Have you ever gotten a manicure or a pedicure?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
Damn it! I've never had any of them.
Really?
I'm a Philistine.
I kind of liked it because of the little massage.
Oh, I imagine it's good. I'm not against it. I just never spent money on it.
The other thing,
if someone was like, "You win it," I'd be like, "Cool."
They try to like paint my nails, but I was like, "No, just give me whatever, like clear or whatever you got."
Clear? Wait, they did clear on you?
I think they did clear.
What do you mean you think? They either painted your nails or they didn't, dude.
This was like a couple of, actually, probably like 5 years ago. I don't remember.
How do you not know if they painted your nails? I mean, that's just.
You just want me to say yes or no?
I want you to say yes.
One of your
fantasies.
Hey, you want me to?
No, and I'm asking because is clear a thing? Like they just put whatever?
There's clear. I think there's just like.
Did it make you feel like stronger? Like you could scratch someone more powerful?
I don't actually like. They did like weird things where they like clip the sides. Like so
now you have the best memory in the world about your manicure.
About the parts
Before
that
you couldn't remember. Okay. Before you couldn't remember any part of it.
I mean, I like that part, so I don't really remember it that well. But
Anyway.
But they did like the pedicure.
Yeah, it's not. They wore the emery board or whatever.
I don't like the edges of the nails, especially my feet. Like my feet are how they are. Don't try to change them. And then they like try to like cut it. I think it's a gimmick to get you to go back because they cut it in a way that makes it painful when it grows out.
That makes sense. I believe it.
I think of things so skeptically that I don't trust anybody.
Shit. What? Do you bite your nails?
No.
How do you use a little nail thing?
Yeah.
So I don't. I have a nurse. No,
You peel them
I'm the
off?
third. Yeah, I pick them. Until like I get a jagged part and I just pull it off and I'm like, that's ugly.
That
so
never
I
like
pick
cuts
the
into
jagged part.
into the soft part under the nail?
One out of every like 12 times.
That's very often. That's a lot of times. It's every
It's
time
like
almost every time you do your nails.
Actually, it's probably 1 in 20 because I have 10 fingernails, and it's probably like a
What do you
little
do for your
bit. Like I have a
toenails?
little edge that's. Hold on. So I have a little edge of red that's red for like a day. It's not like it digs underneath my nail and I rip it up. Like I've never, almost never done that.
That's the problem. I think about like the torture where they do the bamboo shoots and they rip the nail off.
Yeah, I know, and they shoot bamboo shoots under your nails.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know why I do that, but I do. And the other one is, do you know how I do my toenails?
With your teeth?
Using no, with my fingernails.
Oh.
I pick them all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird.
Is that weird?
Are you lacking calcium? Is that... Do you have the dots? Like you have the white
No,
dots in your fingers?
Oh my... No, I don't see white dots. Is that bad?
Yeah, it means that you have a lack of calcium because your nails don't have enough
What's
substance.
the white dot? Where?
It's like
at the base? I mean, I have some white at the cuticle. Spot at the base. And anyway, no, it takes a long time.
It does take a long time. It's people sometimes it looks like the nail's like chipped or something. Like almost like you drop something on it, but it's just like that one period of time you didn't have enough calcium, so they...
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. Where people whose nails are like weird and brittle. Nah, I have weird nails, but they're not like, they're never brittle like that. Like I see people who, that weirds me out, where a nail isn't uniform across.
Oh, yeah.
But it grew that way? I'm like, ooh.
I had this one, I think grade school. This one kid had like really long nails. I think that's what freaked me out. It's like they were like half an inch long, and he would always have like, this bothers me.
Edges and
or like a
stuff,
coke nail. Like he had coke nails in grade school. It's just like, why do you gotta be obvious? Like, don't do that in grade school. It's gross.
Doylestown, man.
Okay, where are we going? I forget.
We were talking about nails and hair, and summing it up.
No, well, we forgot. There's things that are on your body that are dead.
Ew.
Right?
What else did you get with?
Teeth. You didn't. We got to mention teeth. Teeth.
Though. I didn't even.
Teeth are actually dead. Your body grows these things for use.
But they have roots, right?
Like what? They have roots, so you can feel. But
the roots are alive.
The dentin, I think, is not a living material.
Yeah, dentin, correct. You're actually correct. It's called dentin. Inside is a meaty layer of, I don't friggin' remember.
Hydroxyapatite. Wow, that's a lot. It's a lot of words. But it's weird that your body knows to grow these things, that it can use them as dead pieces that are attached to you for years.
To eat. It's even weirder that it has them inside your body for like the first 10 years, and then they come out. And it's like, what?
This first set didn't matter.
Let's push out that first set of Facos we put in there. Why did you make the Facos? We just did.
Yeah. That's like if you compare yourself to other mammals, it's like you take your nails and then like do like a shitty anamorph into a horse, and like how does the horse have nails, and like you're kind of comparable to that thing.
It is weird. Like, but it's a irony, hardy hoof.
Yeah. It could have been.
But it was made from the same idea. Like.
Yeah,
I feel like if we're on mushrooms, we would just be like,
we are the same as horses. Don't you know?
Just doing horse movements.
The Jim Carrey popping out of that rhino's anus.
Yeah. That's such a good scene. Classic. So teeth do have live roots, though, which always freaks me out.
Yeah. Did you have dental work that required root canal or anything?
Yeah, I've had like 2 or 3 root canals. I have shitty teeth. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah. How many root canals?
2 or 3.
Really? Did you brush your teeth as a kid, or did it just like happen?
Yeah, no, if you have shitty teeth, you can brush your teeth. I mean, everybody still drinks alcohol and soda when they're like 19, 18, 20. Oh, look at this guy.
I have good teeth. on
I
the
have 20 teeth.
On the exterior, but like all of that.
You got some marks back there. Yeah.
I don't think like my teeth are actually shitty in the back for the big ones, the molars. They never like fused, is what I'm told. And like not having your teeth fused causes cavities eventually. Like it just doesn't.
Really?
Yeah. So like I don't like I brush my teeth like I recall brushing my teeth when I was little, and I brushed my teeth ever since I was in like high school, like twice a day. I don't know why certain people have perfect teeth, other people have crooked teeth.
And some people get cavities all the time.
Some people have to like pull them out, root canal it. Is a root canal painful?
They say it is because what they do is they go in and kill the nerve so that you can't feel anything, and then fill it and then cap the tooth. Is the idea. So anytime you cap, you should have a root canal so that the nerve is dead.
They just pull your teeth?
They wanted to root canal this one. I think they did, and you can't see it; it's too far back. And then this one, they were like, "You could root canal this one," and I was like, "Can you just pull it?" And they did, and now I have a metal stub here. And they're like, "You can afford a tooth that'll fit right into this metal stub I have here. It'll like hook into it and look just like the rest." Yeah. I can't afford the tooth, so I just have the metal hole here, or the metal stub that's been there.
Are you lucky that it wasn't like your front ones? Would you do it on a front one?
I chipped this one from Brent. I'll say his goddamn name. Brent Connolly kicked a beer bottle while we were in the hot tub, and I was drinking a beer bottle, and it hit me and chipped my tooth right here. Yeah. And if it knocked it all the way out, I guess I'd be like, fuck, I gotta get a new...
I chipped my front one, too. I was trying to grab my dog who was running away, and the collar slipped off, and the collar hit me in the mouth.
Oh, in the metal part?
Yeah, the metal part. And it chipped it. And it's funny when these things happen, because first time it happens to you, you're just like, what the hell is this? Like... This doesn't. Yeah, this is not normal. Like I don't. And then you like realize that you chipped a tooth on something that's stupid, and then you realize that like you gotta protect yourself.
You can't protect yourself at all times. It's gonna happen occasionally.
Yes, I can.
Keep it up. Is there another like part of your body that does this? I didn't know that. I mean, I know we talked about nails, hair, teeth.
So I was getting like vestigial stuff. Like you.
Tail.
You do have a tailbone.
Tailbone.
Mm-hmm. Which is painful if you fall on it. And you have no use. Coccyx. Mm-hmm. You also have gallbladder, appendix. Mm-hmm. Those things really don't have a use. They're just there. I'm sure they had a use.
You have your wisdom teeth?
I had my wisdom teeth removed. They were impacted. Yeah.
Mine, I've never heard from them. I don't think they grew in. I don't think nothing.
Strange.
Does that mean they eventually will?
I don't know. I feel like if the aliens ever come and like try to take you and do their thing on you, like they better give me like replacements. Like change my teeth. Get me all steel like.
Yo, while you guys are doing the probe back here, can I get a manicure? I need a manicure.
Mani-pedi, baby. I'm ready for you. Just mani-pedi me.
Oh, whoa. I want some earth fingernail polish colors. Come on here.
What other... I don't know if there's any other vestigial parts that are... Unless you can think of any. I think...
I don't know.
Else is used on my body.
Is it your ears keep growing your whole life?
Your ears?
Yeah, I heard this. You can look it up and see if it's true.
Do your ears keep growing? Can you tie them in a bow?
They keep growing and growing and growing, and that's why old people have big ears.
Will Smith? Is this?
That doesn't sound like a thing. And maybe I was incorrect.
Cartilage.
Oh.
Cartilage continues to grow, but the earlobes elongate.
Oh, do they? Is that why old people have longer earlobes?
The elastin fails, so they get kind of flabby.
I mean, that's everywhere on their body. I mean, do we really care about the ears? Am I like, look at that old person. They have long ears, Mom. Mom. Nick Jr., you're 34. Stop it. Smacks me.
Yeah.
Mom.
I had a teacher who was getting a little old and her cheeks started to sag, and we called her a bulldog. And when she yelled at you, her cheeks was like...
In high school?
No, this is grade school.
Okay, cool, because I had a high school math teacher who did something similar. Who, by the way, she said the funniest thing in the world, and I said the funniest thing back one time. She was like a whippersnapper math teacher, and I was in the back of the room, and I was literally yawning, falling asleep in class. And she went, "Oh, Mr. Nick." And she caught me. I was totally yawning. And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are we keeping you awake back there?" And I literally, without missing a beat, I said in front of the whole class, like, I'm sorry, Mrs. Blah, blah, blah. It's just, that's what happens when I'm real interested in a subject. It's an allergic reaction. I yawn. And she was like, and she laughed and went, "Thank you. I'm glad you're interested." And then she just went back to class, and I was like,
Oh, man.
Such a good comeback.
I don't know, what other, I'm looking at my own body, like, what's useless? What's the most useless part?
Pinkies are okay.
Pinky toes.
Like, balls are kind of the worst when you think about it. What are balls good for? Yeah, I know, producing offspring, but how many offspring have you produced? 2? I got 1?
Yeah.
How many years has this thing been dangling?
Yeah.
It's kind of not worth it. Like, there's not a more effective way
calluses,
for that to work.
I think calluses fit into this category.
Well, what is a callus, by the way? I take mine off all the time. I get them now that I lift weights and stuff.
Build
like, I have
up
them
of dead skin.
Yeah, like that part of your hand?
Yeah. Hands. Yeah. And balls of your feet.
Oh, balls of my feet never, because I have baby feet.
You have what? Did you ever try, this is weird, like there's this like
fish?
Dead skin peeling thing that you can like wrap around your feet.
Oh.
You put in this like acid and it like breaks it apart, so then you can like peel it off. I did it once, and I don't know that it did anything really at all.
There's a pedicure.
This is not part of the pedicure. This is the personal at home where no one sees you, but you talk about it on a podcast kind of deal.
Good on you.
Yeah, keep it a secret. But I don't know.
I won't tell anyone.
Yeah. The calluses, I don't know. I think they're useful. Like, eventually, like, your baby feet, if you walk around and you step on a children's toy, like a Lego, does it probably hurt you more? Is that your weakness?
Less. Your calluses saved you from an increment of pain.
Yeah.
I think it stops you from whatever you're repeatedly doing. Like, I'm lifting weights right now, so it stops the pain in this area from getting torn up. I don't know. Maybe that's...
Could you get callus anywhere if you were working that part of your body? I think you probably can.
I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Could you get one when you're picking shit up with your elbows all the time?
You get really thick callus
like
elbows.
That? You like my thick elbows? Yeah, girl.
Here's the...
And girls now sort of...
Oh, gross. Here's the sciencey astronaut fact of the day. Like, when the astronauts go to the ISS and they have calluses from being a normal human being, when they go up there, they don't need it because there's no friction, there's no pressure, so it just peels. And then, like, they have videos of them like taking off their socks in 0G, and all the skin just goes everywhere. It's like a plume of dead skin. So like they come back, it's like baby feet, like you described. I was just gonna
say, super smooth.
Yeah. Fascination with being a seal. I want to be an astronaut. The closest I'll be.
Makes you think.
Yeah, makes you think.
It's just weird that hair, which is kind of like dead, doesn't matter, is a nuisance. Is also our style, who we are, like what we do every morning.
How you identify people. They change their hair, you're like, whoa, you look good.
Yeah, that's a big point. I mean, changing your hair is a big deal. Changing hairstylists is a big deal. Who does your hair? Who touches your hair? Who works on your teeth?
Yeah.
It's all this weird shit.
It's kind of like tattoos and piercings, too.
They're not vestigial because they're alive. My tattoo is alive and well.
You ever get any piercings?
Nah, I mean, lately I've been thinking there's this girl who I'm friends with who has like one of the nose one, and it's for some reason it's fascinating to me. Like, it's attractive in a weird way, and then it's weird. Like it's a bull. I keep thinking about it, and I'm like...
Maybe it's signaling something.
What? She wants to stomp the floor, and I'm going to wear red, and I have to, like, move a cape? You know what I mean?
That sounds pretty hot.
I don't know. It kind of is. It is a little bit hot. I will give you that. I will give you that. It's weird. I don't know. I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Our hair, the most dead part of us, is the most living part of our artistic expression.
Oh yes.
And I think you need to just come down here. Let me put my hands on your shoulders. Let's breathe the fresh air and chop this off. Ethel, it's dead. It's over. Remember your fifth husband? It's gone. We're moving on. We're going to do a fresh updo. We're going to do this to your hair. Your eyes are going to just pop. And then Meredith down the way, she's going to wish her husband was dead. Like that's my imaginary conversation I'm having with the old lady in my chair. Okay? And she's going to just die laughing and give me like a 70% tip. I'm talking her haircut's like $60 and I'm getting like 50 for just being funny. What I'm saying, folks, is that hair is important. Our dead skin cells are important. Our fingernails are important. That's why sometimes I follow a girl. I work around. I clip off her fingernails when she's not looking. I put them in a jar. I keep them. I keep all this stuff, okay? Sometimes I cut a little bit of her hair off. Sniff it. Whew.
I was able to take the little pieces of you and make them into a full you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's where we should end it. We should make the cutoff here.
Wow.
So, it's crazy that
we like
literally these dying pieces of skin, these dying pieces of hair, these dying pieces of us have way more importance than we think they do.
Yeah. If you're a cancer patient and you lose all your hair, all that dead stuff, not having it makes you look like you're about to die.
That's weird.
It's messed up, isn't it?
Kind of.
Hope you don't.
So, we hope you keep your hair.
Because we
hope you style. We hope you do all your super fun shit because you know what?
We like you.
We like you a lot. Thanks, folks.
Good night.